Oliver is learning violin from his beautiful teacher Daisy, but today, when Daisy sits very close to him and starts teaching, Oliver kisses her. He just couldn't control himself with her being so near. Daisy gets very angry at the sudden kiss. She reminds him that she is his teacher, and there is a big age difference between them. But Oliver starts saying she shouldn't make the mistake of thinking he's a child. He's grown up now. If she wants, they could be in a relationship. Daisy, however, scolds him and tells him to leave. Just then, Daisy's husband George enters. He notices her anger and asks if everything is okay. Daisy, still furious, accidentally lashes out at George. George feels insulted in front of Oliver. After Oliver leaves, George, consumed by rage, snatches the violin stick from Daisy and begins strangling her. She pleads with him to stop, saying she's in pain, but George, overwhelmed by anger, hits her on the cheek with the stick. The truth is, George has a violent temper and has beaten Daisy many times before. After all this, Daisy goes to Oliver's house. Seeing the fresh cut on her cheek, Oliver becomes furious and prepares to confront George, but Daisy stops him. She says she doesn't want any more violence. When they go inside, Daisy, emotionally vulnerable, starts romancing Oliver. Her feelings were triggered by his concern and touch, but then, Oliver's mother, Miranda, enters. Daisy quickly steps to the side. Miranda notices some items scattered and begins scolding Oliver. Then she sees Daisy and is thrilled to recognize her. She says Daisy is her old college friend. But when she notices the cut on Daisy's cheek, she grows concerned and tells Oliver to go to his room so she can talk privately. Once Oliver leaves, Daisy confides in Miranda that her husband beats her and has even tried to kill her. Miranda, shocked
and sympathetic,
offers her a place to stay for a few days. Oliver, who overhears this, insists that Daisy can stay in his room. Miranda agrees, and Daisy goes to Oliver's room. But once inside, Oliver starts romancing her again. Just then, Miranda calls out to him. Daisy hides behind the door. Oliver becomes annoyed by his mother's interruption, but Miranda insists on coming in to clean the room. Oliver, trying to protect their secret, angrily says he's not a child and can clean his own room. He shuts the door. Daisy then tries to explain to Oliver that they can't always be together, but even apart, they can still meet and romance several times a week. Oliver's mood improves at this thought, and he begins romancing her again. Unbeknownst to them, Miranda sees everything through the window. She is shocked and can't believe her son is involved with his teacher. That evening, Oliver heads out for an errand, but Miranda is waiting outside his room. She invites him to stay for dinner, but then Oliver notices that Daisy's husband, George, has arrived. Seeing him, Oliver becomes furious and yells at his mom, demanding to know why George is here. He tells her that George beats Daisy every day, but to Oliver's surprise, Miranda says that now she believes George might be justified, because Daisy is having affairs with students like Oliver. George then says, "Son, go and bring your teacher out here." But Oliver just laughs and says, "Even after I've slept with your wife, you still think I'm a child." He tells George to go get Daisy himself. When George enters the room, he finds only Daisy's clothes. She had jumped out the window and run away. Miranda then sits Oliver down and tries to reason with him. She tells him a relationship with an older woman is wrong, and that he should date someone his own age. But Oliver, already deeply in love with Daisy, insists his mother will never understand his feelings. He storms out and gets into his car. Suddenly, from the back seat, Daisy's voice surprises him. She tells him to drive to a nearby motel.